Imagine this, it's years from now, and you're sitting in the same place, with the same problems, the same bank balance, the same excuses. Nothing changed. You told yourself you'd start tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. Now, it's too late. You had every chance to win, every opportunity to rise, but you let fear, comfort, and laziness steal your future, and now you're stuck. Watching someone else live the life you were too afraid to chase. How does that feel? The pain of regret, the realization that you wasted everything? Because that's exactly where you're heading if you don't wake up right now. Picture this. You're on your deathbed, heart pounding, breaths shallow, staring at the ceiling, knowing it's over. And in that moment, every wasted day, every excuse, every moment of weakness comes crashing down on you like a tsunami of regret. You see the life you could have had, the wealth, the power, the respect. You see the stronger, richer, more dominant version of yourself, but you'll never be him because you were too afraid, too soft, too distracted. And now there are no second chances. You don't get to hit restart. You don't get more time. You wasted it. And now as the darkness closes in, you give anything for just one more shot, but it's gone forever. So tell me, are you really going to let that be your story? Or are you going to wake up and take what's yours before it's too late? Listen up. Life doesn't care about your feelings. The world doesn't owe you a damn thing. Every single second you waste sitting around, making excuses, waiting for some miracle to drop in your lap, you're losing. The clock is ticking, and while you're scrolling, watching mindless garbage, complaining about how hard life is, someone else is out there winning. Someone else is putting in the work, stacking cash, conquering their reality, and building the life you only dream about. And you know why? Because they refuse to accept mediocrity. They refuse to sit back and wait for life to change. And you sit there hoping things will get better, waiting for motivation to strike, blaming the system, your past, your parents, the economy, anything but yourself. That's the difference between winners and losers. A winner sees the same broken world, the same corrupt system, the same struggles, but he doesn't sit there crying about it. He takes it as a challenge. He understands that life is a battlefield, and only the strong, the disciplined, the ruthless will rise. Which you are given one life, one opportunity to shape your destiny, and most of you are throwing it away. You wake up late, you hit snooze, you spend your days drowning in distraction, consuming instead of creating, wishing instead of acting. You say you want success, but your actions scream laziness, fear, and comfort addiction. You want the rewards, but you're not willing to do what it takes to earn them. And here's the real kicker. You should be grateful for this struggle. Yes, you heard me. Be grateful that life is hard. Be grateful that success isn't handed out like candy. Because if it were easy, everyone would have it. And if everyone had it, it wouldn't be worth a damn thing. The struggle is what makes you. The adversity, the failures, the long nights, grinding, when no one believes in you, that's where greatness is born. I wake up every day knowing I have everything I ever wanted, and still I refuse to be satisfied. Why? Because the moment you get comfortable, you're dead. The second you stop growing, stop pushing, stop demanding more from yourself, you start rotting. That's what average people do. They get just enough to survive and they stop. They say, I'm good now. They settle. And once you settle, you're done. Look at the most powerful men in history. Did they settle? Did Alexander the Great stop after one victory? Did Napoleon say that's enough land for me? Did Elon Musk make a few million and then retire to a beach? No, they kept going. They weren't just grateful for what they had. They were hungry for more. Gratitude without ambition is just complacency disguised as virtue. You should absolutely be grateful. Grateful for your health, your opportunities, the very fact that you're breathing. But gratitude alone is not enough. You have to channel that gratitude into relentless action. You have to wake up every day and attack life like it's your last chance, because one day it will be. So ask yourself this: are you really living, or are you just waiting to die? Because every single day you waste, every opportunity you ignore, every time you choose comfort over discipline, you are one step closer to your grave. And when that day comes, you will look back with regret, wishing you had done more, pushed harder, refused to be mediocre. But by then it's too late. Let me tell you something about suffering, about pain, about waking up every day and feeling like the world is against you. That feeling when you check your bank account and it's empty. When you look in the mirror and you hate what you see. When you know deep down that you're nowhere near the man you're supposed to be. I know that feeling. I've been there. And I'll tell you what separates the weak from the strong. The weak break. a strong build. There was a time when I had nothing. I wasn't born into wealth, no rich parents, no connections, no safety net, just a relentless hatred for mediocrity. And I used that fire every day I woke up knowing I had one option: get better, get stronger, get richer, or die trying. That's the mindset of a winner. That's the mindset of a real man. And that's exactly why most people will never make it. They see hardship as a sign to quit. They get hit once and they stay down. They start something, and the moment it gets tough, they run. That's why they stay broke. That's why they stay weak. They refuse to suffer for what they want. But let me ask you something. Do you think the universe owes you anything? You think just because you have a dream, life is going to make it easy for you? You think because you want success, it's going to show up at your doorstep? Wake up. Life is war. And the battlefield doesn't care how tired you are, how sad you feel, or how much you wish things were easier. You either conquer or you get conquered. I made a decision a long time ago. I decided that no matter what, I was going to win. I didn't care how hard it got. I didn't care how many nights I had to go without sleep, how many sacrifices I had to make, or how many times I had to fail. I refused to stay down. Because once you accept even a single ounce of weakness, it spreads like a disease. You let yourself make one excuse, and suddenly you have 1,000 of them. You skip one workout, and suddenly you're fat. You let one day slip, and before you know it, years are wasted. So I stayed hungry, I stayed brutal, I stayed grateful, but never satisfied. That's the key. Gratitude is power, but satisfaction is death. Be grateful that you woke up today. Be grateful that you have another chance to fight. Be grateful for every struggle, because struggle makes you strong. But never, ever be satisfied, because the moment you think you've made it, you stop pushing. And the second you stop pushing, you start losing. So tell me, are you done yet? Or are you just getting started? Time is running out. Every second you waste, you're dying. And most of you don't even realize it. You act like you have forever, like life is some endless game where you get infinite chances. You don't. One day, you're gonna wake up and you'll be 40, you'll look around and your life will be nothing like you imagined. Your body, weak. Your bank account, empty. Your mind, full of regret. And by then it's too late. The doors have closed. The chances you had are gone. And all you'll have left is the painful truth that you could have been more, but you weren't. You had every opportunity to win, but you chose comfort. You had every chance to dominate, but you hesitated. That feeling, that burning regret, that's worse than any pain you will ever experience. I guarantee it. Because you can heal from failure, but you can't heal from never trying. But let's be real, most of you don't even fear this. You don't fear waking up as a nobody. You don't fear being weak, broke, forgotten. You should. That fear should be the only thing that matters to you. Because right now, someone else is taking what should have been yours. Some other man is out there working while you're scrolling, grinding while you're sleeping, winning while you're making excuses. And when he makes it, when he's living the life you wanted, you'll hate him for it. But deep down, you'll know the truth. He didn't steal your success. You handed it to him. So what are you going to do? You can sit there pretending you have time, convincing yourself that tomorrow is when you'll start, that the perfect moment is coming. Newsflash, it's not. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. Right now, you are either building your empire or digging your grave. Right now, you are either getting stronger or weaker. Right now, your future self is either thanking you or hating you. And if that doesn't terrify you, then you've already lost. Dominance is the only option. You don't get respect by wishing for it. You don't get power by hoping for it. You don't get power by hoping for it. Take it, you demand it, you become undeniable. Because the world does not reward the weak. It does not reward the passive. It rewards the ones who force their way to the top and refuse to be ignored. So tell me, are you ready to fight? Or are you ready to be forgotten? You feel that? That little voice in your head telling you to step up? Telling you that you're meant for more? That's your instinct for dominance. Every man has it. But most of you, you ignore it, you drown it out with distractions, mindless entertainment, cheap dopamine, useless conversations, and before you know it, you're nothing. Do you understand what's at stake? Right now, you're either becoming the man who commands respect, or you're fading into obscurity. There is no middle ground. You either run the show, or you're just another pawn. And let me tell you something, nobody remembers the pawns. Nobody cares about the man who almost made it. Nobody respects the guy who tried his best but gave up. You think history books are filled with men who settled? With men who were comfortable? No. History remembers the men who were relentless, the ones who refused to be ignored. And if you're not one of them, then what the hell are you doing? Because I promise you this, one day you will wake up and it will be too late. You'll look in the mirror and realize that you lost, that the opportunities are gone, that the world moved on without you. And the worst part, you'll know it was your fault. No one stole your success, you gave it away. That moment, that soul-crushing regret, it will haunt you, it will eat you alive. Because there is no worse pain than wasted potential. No worse feeling than knowing you could have been great, but you chose comfort instead. So I ask you again, what the hell are you waiting for? You think you have time? You don't. Every second that passes, you are either getting closer to your dream or further away. And the truth is, most of you are moving backward. Every time you skip a workout, every time you waste a day doing nothing, every time you let fear stop you, you are actively choosing to fail. The world belongs to men who take action. Men who see the fear and move anyway. Men who understand that dominance is not given, it is taken. So tell me, are you a man who takes or are you a man who waits? How much longer are you going to lie to yourself? How many more days are you going to wake up weak, lazy, and average pretending like you have forever to figure it out? Because let me tell you something, you don't. Right now, the world is crushing weak men, swallowing them whole. The losers, the quitters, the ones who hesitate, they're being wiped out. No money, no respect, no future. Meanwhile, the strong, the ones who take action, who refuse to be stopped, they are conquering. They are taking everything. And every second you wait, they're getting further ahead. Does that not enrage you? You sit there scrolling through social media, watching other men live the life you want, driving your dream car, owning the penthouse, traveling the world, getting the women, the money, the power, and you're stuck. Stuck in the same pathetic cycle of procrastination and excuses. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, but guess what? Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow is an illusion. A lie you tell yourself so you can stay comfortable, so you can keep avoiding the pain of discipline. But let me break the news to you. There is no avoiding pain. You either suffer the pain of discipline now, or you suffer the pain of regret later. And trust me, regret is 1,000 times heavier. Regret drowns you. It follows you to your grave. It haunts you in the silence, in the moments when you're alone with your thoughts, when there's nowhere left to hide. You think you're safe? You're not. The world doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about your excuses, your problems, or your struggles. If you don't fight, you get left behind. If you don't dominate, you get dominated. And that's the brutal truth. This isn't about motivation. This is about survival, about whether you will be a man who is remembered or a man who is forgotten, whether you will leave a legacy or be just another nameless, faceless nobody. Because at the end of the day, there are two kinds of people, the ones who build empires and the ones who clean the floors. So which one are you? This is it, your moment of truth. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more pretending like life is going to magically change for you. It won't. The only way your life changes is if you change. You can either take control right now or watch the rest of your life slip through your fingers. You can either be the man who fights or the man who falls. And in the end, that choice will define you. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful that you are still breathing, that you still have a chance to fight, but never for a single second be satisfied. Because satisfaction is the death of progress. The moment you say, I've done enough, is the moment you start losing everything. The clock is ticking. The world is moving. Other men are taking action. Are you? Because if not, you've already lost. It's time. No more hesitation. No more weakness. No more being average. Stand up, dominate, and take what's yours.